back with an update, weeks 21 through 25. I am currently 26 weeks and I will be 27 weeks on Wednesday. I cannot believe I'm entering my third trimester. Like, my pregnancy has flown by and I am super excited to be entering into my third trimester. So I currently have not been walking or doing prenatal yoga like I started off. And the reason for that is we had a cold front not too long ago. And I just never got back into the swing of walking. I was doing 20 minutes 3 times a week, yoga. I would do a video, prenatal yoga on YouTube that I found. But I have been slacking. So I am trying to get back into the flow of that. I did walk once this week. I have not done any yoga, but I am going to start back because I can definitely feel it. Like, my legs are tighter. I'm not experiencing any pain or anything like that. My pregnancy, for the most part, has been super easy, no issues. But I still want to be, in somewhat of good shape, and walking and prenatal yoga is low impact. So I will be doing those again, those 2 things. We are feeling the kicks on the outside. So those flutters definitely turned into kicks probably around, I would say, week 20. But my husband didn't feel them until like week 21, 22. And he's really active at night, like when I'm laying down for bed for the evening. In the morning, when I wake up, I can feel him kicking. And like if I get up throughout the night to use the restroom, 9 times out of 10 he's up kicking, I guess because I'm laying down. So when I did some reading, usually when you are active, walk around during the day, you're like rocking the baby to sleep, so you won't feel as much movement. And throughout the day, I'm pretty much sitting down at my desk working, so I do feel him throughout the day as well, but he's most active at night. And sometimes after I eat, I guess the food is going through my amniotic fluid and it's waking him up, or he's getting active based on what I'm eating. So like I said, I got the flu at 24 weeks. It was horrible. I was down for a good 2 days, and I didn't take the flu shot. I never take the flu shot. I know it's recommended during pregnancy, but I'm not really big into medicine. So I didn't take anything until like the 3rd day of me having the flu, because I actually had a 24-week OBGYN appointment. And the doctor recommended that I take Tylenol because I had a fever. And I didn't even realize I had a fever. For some reason, I thought over 102, 103, like those were concerns for fever. But anything over 100 or 99.8, I believe she said, is a concern for pregnancy. And I want to break it because the baby will, respond to my fever. And he was really active, so I didn't think anything of it because I was laying in bed for 2 days. But like I said, I was really down for 2 days. By the 3rd day, I was pretty much better, but I still was like really tired. And the 4th and the 5th day, it was pretty much the same, but I got my appetite back. So I think it helped with the tiredness. At that appointment, I did not gain any weight for my last visit. So between 4 weeks, I would stay consistent, but I believe that was from my appetite being a little, lower than normal due to me having the flu. So I'm pretty sure I gained some weight. When I go back, I will have gained a couple pounds. During 24 weeks, I also had my follow-up appointment for the maternal fetal specialist doctor that did the 20-week ultrasound, the anatomy scan. And it was just a follow-up. There was no issues. He's still growing and everything looks good. I am continuing to, monitor his weight. So every time I ask, they kind of laugh because I just want to make sure that he is growing and not too big, because the last appointment at 24 weeks, he was 1 pound and 10 ounces. And like the apps that you read, they give you this estimate of how big the baby should be. And he's been measuring ahead of that. But I'm right on track. My stomach is on track for the amount of weeks I am. So I don't have any concerns, but I still want to be cautious because my nephew, my sister's son, was 10 pounds 3 ounces, and she did push him out. But I'm trying to avoid him getting that big. And I know it's, you know, a number of things that can cause the baby to be big. I'm just monitoring his weight as well as mine, although I'm not concerned about my weight, because I know that weight gain is part of pregnancy, especially in your second and third trimester. The OBGYN is also referring me to have a second glucose test at 28 weeks, which I'm not really sure if it's because of IVF or if it's because of my weight. I'm not really sure why she's referring me. The visit that I went to, because I was still under the weather, I didn't ask too many questions, but she said your next visit you will have another hour glucose test, and I passed the first one at 16 weeks. So I don't have any concerns. I'm not sure if I'm going to push back and refuse the test, but I will be asking if IVF is the reason why they're asking for a second one, because usually you only have one. But I do know with IVF you are monitored a little bit differently, and I am considered high risk. So my headaches are gone. My asthma has been in line. I have not been having any issues that I'm concerned about. So I'm just taking it day by day, week by week. And I've noticed that my tiredness is coming back, and I believe it's because I'm entering my third trimester. So I have been resting more. And I have to give my husband major props because he's been cooking and cleaning. He hasn't been complaining because I'm not cooking as much. Although I am going to try to do a couple freezer meals. So I'm going to be cooking, of course, closer to delivery. My mother-in-law will be here. My mom, my grandmother. So I'm pretty sure we're going to eat still. But just to have, you know, some food prepared and not have to worry about them bringing anything or coming over to cook and help. So I have one meal in the freezer now, and it's curried chickpeas and potatoes, because that actually is one of my cravings. Even though I never know what I want to eat 90% of the time, I crave curry and Ethiopian food. So my husband, his family is from Trinidad, and they of course cook with a lot of curry. So he made some food the other day and we had a lot of leftovers, so I just threw them in the freezer. And with the Ethiopian food, it's like an acquired taste, and he's not really fond of it. So I've been the only one eating it, and I eat it probably once a week because the place is about 30 minutes from our house and it's completely out of the way. Other than that, I haven't really had any other cravings. I do sweets every now and again, but it's not like every day I need a sweet. And I have been trying to still eliminate mostly, you know, any dairy from my diet, and just basically maintaining the same eating habits that I was doing before pregnancy. I do have a shower scheduled. My family and my god sister and a friend are throwing me a shower on the 29th of next month. So it is kind of early. But I just wanted to get prepared. Although I haven't started the nursery yet because my husband has his man cave / our spare bedroom in our third bedroom, so we have to clear that out. But because my mother-in-law will be here, we don't want to take the bed out of the room and put the crib up yet because she needs somewhere to sleep. So we don't plan on putting him in a crib anytime soon. So the nursery will probably be done without the crib until after she leaves, which will be after you know, delivery. And I do plan on either co-sleeping or having a bassinet right next to the bed because I will be breastfeeding. So I don't want to put him in another room or put him too far from me during the nights when I know I'm going to be getting up a lot. As far as my registry, I will leave the information below. Of course, you do not have to purchase anything, but I appreciate a couple of you guys have inquired about our nursery. It's pretty much, you know, some necessities because we don't have anything at the moment other than clothes, diapers, a few little things like blankets and like the safety kit for your diaper bag. But other than that, we're completely starting new, and I appreciate all of you guys for your support. And also the other thing that I've been noticing is skin tags or moles. I've been getting moles. I have one growing on my neck, and I found one on my breast, and I have some on both armpits. So when I'm shaving, I'm extra cautious on not shaving it off because I don't want it, you know, to get infected or for me to start bleeding. I'm not sure how that works, if they're going to fall off or if I'm going to have to get them removed, but they are there. My hands are not swollen, but I think from the weight gain, my wedding ring has came off. So I've actually been wearing an early push / Christmas gift that I received, and it was a little bit too big, and before I went to size, I said, let me just try it, and it actually fits. So no wedding ring at the moment other than like I said, my push gift. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that's been going on with us. I don't have, like I said, any major complaints. Everything is going pretty much as we anticipated, smooth, no issues, no complications. And I will be back with another update for 26 through 30, probably when I turn about 30 weeks. So in about 3 weeks, I'll be back with another update. Actually, no, I will be back sooner because I have to do the name reveal. We finally confirmed baby's name and spelling, so I will be doing a video letting you all know his name. And I have some new subscribers, so I appreciate you ladies for joining my journey. And to all my other subscribers, I am always thinking about you guys. You're always in my thoughts and my prayers. Some of you are about to deliver. Some of you are about to have another transfer. So I'm like super excited for you guys. And without further ado, I guess I'll show you my bump. I feel like it has gotten bigger. So I don't have on maternity clothes right now. So move my hair out the way. As you can see, with my shirt on, my belly button has popped. So this is us at 26 weeks. And still no stretch marks on my stomach. However, I did have some stretch marks previously on my sides, on my hips, my butt. So those are still there. And I've noticed the stretch marks that I have on my side, they're darker. So my mom said once we, you know, deliver, my skin will kind of lighten back up because, you know, like you're lying on your stomach. And some women get a pregnancy mask. Your pigment, I guess, just comes in and becomes a little darker. So she said those will go away. But other than that, I am praying that I do not get any stretch marks on my stomach in the front, and that I don't get any additional ones anywhere else. So until my next update with the name reveal, I hope all is well, and I will be speaking to you all later.